And Roman Luck both slow with Mystic Man. Plaza Lad led early. Iola was away well in the early stages with Dexterous showing speed. Wise Decision, Quick Work, Nice and Handy. Beggar King pulling a bit in the centre of those horses. Torment with a red cap on the fence, a length to Von Luckner. One away on the inside to Truth with Crown Jet to the outside of it, a length to Mantina, a length and a half to Dexterous, Arctic Blur, Roman Luck. Unquestioned last as they come up towards the 1400 metre point. About 12 lengths, I suppose, between first and last, and taking over Sinbad by 3/4 to Wise Decision. Plaza Lad with the run of the race, Quick Work and a beautiful posse. Fourth the outside, a length and a half to Iola. Torment the inside, now with the green cap 3 wide Von Luckner, another 2 lengths to Truth. On its outside is Mystic Man, about 3 lengths away Crown Jet. A length further back on the field then to Mantina. Beggar King's just in front of those horses from Roman Luck. Third last then is Dexterous from Unquestioned. And a length and a half away in last placing Arctic Blur. 1,000 to go, about 15 lengths I suppose between first and last. Sinbad led 3/4 to Wise Decision. Quick Work looks to be travelling pretty well next. Plaza Lad on the inside, just behind those horses Von Luckner. Torment on the fence, Mantina's trying to improve. Roman Luck well back through the field, and Arctic Blur still last as they come up to the turn. Unquestioned just in front of it with Crown Jet. On the corner, they've got about 600 metres to go. Dexterous about a half length to Wise Decision. Iola's up third with Quick Work still travelling pretty well. Behind those horses, Plaza Lad. A length further back then to Torment. Hooked to the outside, Von Luckner. Coming with a bit of a run is Crown Jet, and also Dexterous out wide. Mantina can't win. 400 to go. Wise Decision took the lead from Dexterous. Well, Quick Work's gone. It won't run a place. Plaza Lad third. Running on strongly out wide. Dexterous with a good run, and then Iola and Unquestioned's flying. Wise Decision's in front. Dexterous trying to get to it from Unquestioned. It's Wise Decision just in front. Dexterous, Unquestioned won't go straight. Wise Decision's holding on. Dexterous won't quite get there. Wise Decision's one ahead to Dexterous. Unquestioned, a nice run from a Derby point of view. About 8 lengths away then to Crown Jet. Arctic Blur made up ground from Iola. Next home, Sinbad, Mantina. Behind them, Roman Luck, Von Luckner. Quick Work, a shocker today. Torment, Plaza Lad, Truth, Mystic Man and Beggar King finished last. Official placings after the opening event on the program. The judge has called for a photo, but from here there looks to be no doubt that Wise Decision has withstood the challenge. The time is 2:03.5. That's 3.5 seconds outside the record held by Sky High. Great shot there. Light rain falling. Waiting for the light to go on. Stockwell Lass drawn 1. Ready. Gates crash open, looked a very good line. Stockwell Lass began well from near the inside with Richfield's Lad. Globetrotter dropped in behind them. Avon Angel showing speed. Rory's Jester's going quickly early. Also Lazy Feet as you'd expect with Phoenix Rising. Rubiazar behind those horses with Palomino Star and Sports Rollers back last. Stockwell Lass at the 1,000, just in front. Avon Angel the outside. Rory's Jester 3 off the fence, travelling all right. Palomino Star crossed in front of it. Richfield's Lad the rail. Then Lazy Feet the outside. Phoenix Rising out in the centre of the track. Rubiazar behind them from Globetrotter and Sports Roller. About 700 to go. Stockwell Lass led Avon Angel. Palomino Star tackling them. Rory's Jester looks to be travelling well as they come onto the course proper. Richfield's Lad behind them from Lazy Feet. Phoenix Rising starting to wind up. Forget the rest, headed by Rubiazar. A line of 4 at the 400. Stockwell Lass the inside. Avon Angel. Palomino Star. Gouchy now asks Rory's Jester out wide. Richfield's Lad's coming at them quickly. Rory's Jester took a narrow lead from Avon Angel, but Richfield's Lad quickly raced to Rory's Jester. Gouchy now goes for Rory's Jester, but Richfield's Lad drew a half length in front. Flying Globetrotter. Do you think this will be a run for third? Richfield's Lad first, second Rory's Jester. Globetrotter, remember it, third. Then Avon Angel, Rubiazar, Phoenix Rising. Behind those horses, Sports Roller. Back with them, Lazy Feet, and amongst the last, Palomino Star and Stockwell Lass. Well, Richfield's Lad winning the second event, the Rupert Steele Stakes. 7.4 the time. The race record is 1:7.8, as you can see, no doubt. Unfortunately, the rain is coming down heavily because 20 and 95. Rory's Jester 70. And Globetrotter 535, 660 the Quinella, 504.85 the trifecta. And they're locked away, 900, there'll be a real fly here. First of the 2-year-old races for the Colts and Geldings. Normandy Conquest is drawn well. It's cleared, as you can see, which is good news for the rest of the day. Away they go. Couple missed it. Crescent looked to be a bit slow early. Near the inside, Normandy Conquest was away fast. Inertia's heading to the outside. It's going out there with Crescent and also Red Duke and Cindy's guy. So 4 on the outside. But down to the fence at the 700, Normandy Conquest has been joined by Redelver in the lead. Just behind them, Golden Lantern going fast with Dead of Night and Star Zip just behind those horses. Oyster Bar's got well back through the field. Wheatshift Road's about midfield. Now Inertia's coming across to the inside, so Crescent's been left on his own on the outside. Galaxy Fleet running on in the all-white. Red Duke caught out in no man's land as they come in with about 300 to go. Redelver's kicked well clear. Normandy Conquest beaten from Dead of Night. Inertia's the challenger though from Galaxy Fleet, and then Wheatshift Road. Redelver in front. Inertia's coming home pretty well, but Redelver's still a length in front. Inertia trying to get it from Wheatshift Road, but Redelver's going to win, the one with race experience, by 3/4 to Inertia. Wheatshift Road next to you. The Tank was a nice run from Dead of Night, Hop Market. Further back in the field, Galaxy Fleet. Then Golden Lantern, Star Zip. Normandy Conquest knocked up from Blessed Way. Trustatious well back through the field with Red Duke. Crescent, who was left on his own on the outside. Red Power was one of the last. Oyster Bar was always back near the rear. And amongst the last, Beholder Phantom and Cindy's guy with World Vision. Well, race experience is told there with Redelver, the only horse to have had a start, and show good speed. The time 53, which is not too bad, Murray.
No, it's a little bit quicker despite the rain than the fillies ran here on Wednesday, Bruce. They ran 53.1.
2 points. So the interim dividends, 3.95 and 1.45 for number 15, 1.25 for 9, 6.65 for 19. The Quinella, 21.20. A big trifecta. Wheatshift Road, of course, was the outsider at $3,437.90. Now, the last little bit. Now, Goodwood Lady is expected to lead here. She began well in 4 with her stablemate exemption. The King got away well from barrier 1. I'm sure Bobby Bull's not going to knock him about in the early stages, and Rain Fast on his outside. Goodwood Lady, who's a very good quality 3-year-old filly, just in front of exemption. Kingston Town's travelling beautifully on the inside. Bull's got him on a nice rein at the moment. Rain Fast behind them. Now, the King looks to be going well. He's moved up alongside exemption and Goodwood Lady, and Rain Fast behind them. But all eyes on Kingston Town with about 500 to go. He's just behind exemption. He's racing a bit greenly with Goodwood Lady and Rain Fast. The King looks to be travelling all right. He has an asked him ball. Exemption's on his outside with Goodwood Lady. They're shading Kingston Town. He's certainly not going to knock him about. He doesn't want to win the trial. He's now trying to shake him up a bit. Goodwood Lady's in front of exemption. Kingston Town not far away. Ball's very comfortable on him. He's going to make it close on the line. Goodwood Lady's won. Kingston Town, I think they'll be pretty pleased with that gallop. With him exemption, and then about a length and a half away, Rain Fast. Murray, we thought it was going to be an easy trial for him, and that's exactly what happened. They didn't take any chances with him. The time proves that, 55.2.
Yes, that's right, Bruce. You know, payday is race day. There's no dividends for winning barrier trials. Bear in mind, too, that he would have been carrying a good stone or stone and a half more than Goodwood Lady in that trial. And he's really worked out and stretched out very nicely over the concluding stages.
Now the light on, set to go, and away. Caught them in a reasonable line. Quoby dropping out after the start. Impertinent Charge dropping back as well. Mrs. Fitzherbert showing good speed in the early stages with Eastern Temple and Great Power. Anchor of the box seat, the fence. Sapphire Lad going forward to be 4th. Spirit of Kingston just outside Cooper's Gold. A length and a half to Ken's Fortune. Arctic Lord the inside. Impertinent Charge hard ridden next. And the hurdler Quoby in last placing. About 20 lengths between first and last. Mrs. Fitzherbert a half to Sapphire Lad getting a good run. A length away in 3rd placing then is Great Power. About a length and a half to Eastern Temple, who settled beautifully. Anchor outside Cooper's Gold. 2 lengths into Spirit of Kingston. You can see her red cap at the moment. Another length to Arctic Lord on the inside. Ken's Fortune's on its outside. 1 to Impertinent Charge, and we can't see Quoby at the moment. There it is, about 20 lengths away in last placing. Coming up towards the turn, Mrs. Fitzherbert 3/4 to Sapphire Lad. 1 away, Great Power at Eastern Temple. Anchor a 3 deep for the moment from Cooper's Gold. Spirit of Kingston being very easily ridden at the moment. He's quiet on at Willets with going around at Ken's Fortune. Arctic Lord, second last Impertinent Charge, and of course forget Quoby. Into the straight, about 4:50 to go. A sprint home. Mrs. Fitzherbert just in front of Sapphire Lad. Great Poet going to the fence. Eastern Temple 3 wide. Anchor trying to wind up. Spirit of Kingston's giving the leader a big start, and you wouldn't think could win. Sapphire Lad at the 300 led, but Eastern Temple's moved up to join it from Mrs. Fitzherbert. Great Poet further further back, Anchor Arctic Lord running on pretty well. Hasn't quite got the Sapphire Lad, Eastern Temple. Now she draws level at the 100, put her head in front. Great power in Arctic Lord, but the top weight's going to be too good. She's a classy mare, all right. Eastern Temple wins by a length, the Sapphire Lad. Great power at third. Arctic Lord, a very good run. That'll please Tommy Hughes. Next, Home Anchorer from Cuba's Gold, Mrs. Fitzherbert, Ken's Fortune. Impertinent Charge. Sad to see Spirit of Kingston run so poorly, and a long gap to Quobart in last placing. Had a good struggle there, Ron, all the way up the straight, Eastern Temple with Sapphire Lad. He's destined not to win, I think, Sapphire Lad. He's most consistent, 137.1. They didn't fly in the early stages. It was a good even clip. Now 12 coming up. Mrs. Mannering's drawn out wide with Rebecca Gay. Hippity Hop drawn in. Now 12 joins them. They're set for the Edward Manifold. Just waiting for the light. It's on now. Gates crash open. Pretty good start. Beach Gown bounced out fast. Golden Twig away well with Brugalino. Sutton showing good speed in the early stages. Hippity Hop's on the fence. She's handily placed. Jewel in the Crown midfields. Velt Princess going around them with Valley Grove. Verbano well back, 12 last. Rebecca Gay second last. Mrs. Mannering back fourth last, and Pamfield just in front of those. Was Velt Princess took over. There's plenty of speed on. Led about 2 lengths, and second placing Sutton as they go past the 1200. Beach Gown on the inside with on its outside Valley Grove from Golden Twig. Jewel in the Crown well placed from Trista Bell, Hippity Hop. A length to Wellington Hammer, a length further back then to Pamfield on the inside of Mrs. Mannering. 12's improving as this leader's got further ahead, about 2 lengths to Brugalino. Brugalino's back third last with Verbano, and a length and a half to Rebecca Gay. Gee, she'll want to be very good to win. Coming up towards the turn, they've got about 700 metres to go, and Svelte Princess by a length and a half in second placing Sudden. 1.5 to Beach Gowns, had a very good run. Jewel in the Crown with Golden Twig. Gee, Wellington Hammer's off the track, making a run at them though. Brugalino and Valley Grove in that group of horses. 12 trying to come into the picture out very wide, and Wellington Hammer's making a run very wide as I speak. Into the straight, Sutton's taken the leads from Svelte Princess, Beach Gown, Golden Twig. Jewel in the Crown, Mrs. Mannering, 12 winding up out wide as Sutton's gone for home. Trista Bell, Rebecca Gay's coming with a late run at the 200. Sutton's got a good lead from 12 to Mrs. Mannering. Rebecca Gay's finishing well out wide. Sutton's 2 lengths in front, 12 under the whip, and Rebecca Gay, they're coming at Sutton. Sutton's still a length in front. Rebecca Gay's flying though. She's going to get up the Adelaide filly. Rebecca Gay, a mighty staying performance by a half a length. I fancy 12 just in front of Sutton, then Golden Twig, next home Pamfield. Behind them Wellington Hammer, Mrs. Mannering, Verbano, Beach Gown, Hippity Hop, Trista Bell, Brugalino, Jewel in the Crown, Valley Grove, and Svelte Princess after leading has run last. Oh, she's a great star, Graham, isn't she?
That's a phenomenal performance, and it's easy for me standing watching, but I think she had it won at the 300 metres, Bruce. She was coming with a strong run, and just at that time Sutton was starting to feel the pinch, and it was an unbelievable performance.
138.4 and...
Stakes, a pretty good start too. On the inside, Splendid Speed, one of the best to begin from Beal Bangara. Getting out quickly was Tierra Riston. Moving forward, Fragilistic with the NZ of the Cowboy going fast. Not far away is Copper Wing, and then comes Easter Handy Proverb 3 deep, and on the rails Dolcezza. 1 to Tristram's Edition, Indian Raj, Dream Lodge, and last is Trismo. Beal Bangara goes to the lead as they head across the 1600 metres crossing. It leads a length and a half to 2 lengths the Cowboy. A length the Splendid Speed, 1.5 Tierra Riston. A length Fragilistic. Then comes on the inside Copper Wing, Handy Proverb, fighting for rain on the outer. 1 to Easter back over on the inside rail, followed by Tristram's Edition, Trismo, Dolcezza, Indian Raj, and 2.5 Dream Lodge. Down the back of the course and racing towards the 1200 metres, and Beal Bangara makes play by 2 the Cowboy. 1.5 away third Splendid Speed. There's Trismo from the tail whipping forward, followed by Tierra Wrist. A length the Handy Proverb settling a little better around Fragilistic. Indian Raj taking off, and then comes Trismo Tristram's Edition. A length further away is Easter on the outside of Copper Wing, shuffled back, and Dream Lodge and Dolchez are the last pair. Down the side they run in the Spring Champion Stakes and going over the crossing at the 900 metres. And the leader is Beal Bangara by a length and a half. Second Posse the Cowboy, third Trismo on the outside. One further back is Indian Raj, being pushed along now from Splendid Speed. Racing in the middle is Tierra Wrist and Handy Proverb, three deep. A length to Tristram's Edition, Easter, then Fragilistic. Two further away is Copper Wing, Dream Lodge. Hello, Beal Bangara has run off the track. It's speared to the outside fence and dislodged the jockey, a sensation. As they turn around the corner, Indian Raj has taken the lead. Oh, Dream Lodge copped a buff on the home corner. Tristram's Edition comes into it. Now let's look for Handy Proverb. It's fourth last as they charge to the 200 metres and Indian Raj in front. Dream Lodge, here's Easter coming down the outside and Handy Proverb again picking up the bit. Indian Raj taken on by Easter and Dream Lodge. Handy Proverb winding up. Here's a finish. Dream Lodge after Indian Raj. Easter on the outside grabs them and Easter's one at a nose. I reckon Easter's one at a nose to Dream Lodge and a terrific finish. Third, Indian Raj. Fourth, Handy Proverb, and then Tristram's Edition, Tierra Wrist. Followed by Dolchez, then came Splendid Speed, Fragilistic, the Cowboy. Followed home by Copper Wing, then Trismo, and Beal Bangara started to veer off the track near the 650. Speared into the outside rail, tossed the rider, Malcolm Johnston. Malcolm is quite okay. And Beal Bangara is galloping back up towards the... he's in the 1,000-metre chute.
Well, quite an incredible thing there with Beal Bangara. What a great race it was. Indian Raj in front at the moment. You can see Easter, who's in the Kerry Packer colours on the outside. In the centre there is Dream Lodge. Now, Handy Proverb looked a bit unlucky. He didn't get a lot of galloping room. But Indian Raj in the Sangster colours on the inside, just in front of Dream Lodge. Easter's coming home right over the top of them, though. Handy Proverb behind them, the hot pot favourite. Easter, who won last start at Randwick, has got up right on the line to beat Dream Lodge. It looks from here, I don't know the angle too well, obviously, but it looks like Easter's got it, and Ian Craig would know. 2:55 and 80 on the Victorian TAB. Dream Lodge 8:30. And Indian Raj were about to get, but the sensation, of course, that Handy Proverb missed a place. Now Indian Raj $2 even. A bit of a guide to the Caulfield Guineas this race. Waiting for the light to come on. There it is. No rain for the moment. Rails runner, I'm a red man. Away they go. Arbitral stood in the stalls. Missed it about 2 lengths, I suppose. Also Red Opaque slow with Palatinsky. I'm No Saint began well. Caledonian Boys moved up to join it with Seeger. Smurdoch just behind them. Formal Address, No Parole. Asher Star trapped a bit deep. I'm a red man on the inside of Fulfillment. Bright Scholar around the outside. Moving quickly is Racing Fun from second last early. Arbitral's made up ground with Fulfillment, Red Opaque. And Palatinsky's along last. Past the 1,000. Caledonian Boy in an unfamiliar role in front, about a half length to Racing Fun. I'm No Saint. Seeger getting a good run. Asher Star trapped deep going forward in the orange. On the fence, Smurdoch from No Parole, who's travelling all right. A length further back then to Formal Address. Out very wide is Arbitral. Behind those horses is Fulfillment as they come up to the turn with I'm a Red Man just in front of it. Palatinsky, Red Opaque. On the corner, 500 to go. Caledonian Boy just led from Racing Fun. Asher Star is hanging badly. Seeger's blocked and can't get out from Smurdoch. I'm No Saint the inside. No Parole trying to barge its way out from Bright Scholar, Arbitral. Palatinsky's coming with a good run down the outside, a nice Scotch, but Caledonian Boy booted away. Led 2 lengths from Asher Star with about 200 to go. No Parole, and here's Palatinsky starting to fly out wide, but Caledonian Boy's pinched the brake. Palatinsky's giving him 2 lengths from No Parole. Caledonian Boy's well clear. Palatinsky running on for second, and then No Parole. And Caledonian Boy by about 3/4 Palatinsky. No Parole third. Formal Address again a good run today with Seeger just behind it from I'm No Saint, Asher Star, Red Opaque. I'm a Red Man made up a bit of ground, then Racing Fun, Smurdoch, Ice Scotch, Bright Scholar, Fulfillment, and Arbitral after missing the start was last. Pat Hyland, the winning jockey. Graham, they went for one in the betting and they went for the right one.
Yes, it certainly came up as the weight tip today, Bruce, and very good run. Ridden in the lead, which was a bit surprising, but very good performance, and all honours certainly with Caledonian Boy and Pat Hyland.
125.4. They didn't go all that quickly, which is
no, he steadied them in front, yes, and then sprinted away. Very nice run. Palatinsky, I didn't notice it suffer any interference, but it was a terrible long way back at the halfway mark.
Light On. Our Sophia's drawn the outside. Waratah Bay missed it a bit. Our Sophia was away well. Top Banner out quickly with Glen Morriston. Impatune's going to get a sit early. Colonial Flag back second last. Back with it is Rose and Thistle and Trick Gold. And past the Battens last of all. Top Banner led at the 1800. About a length and a half to Glen Morriston on the inside, Not Declared. Next behind them, Impatune on the inside from Feeder Roy. Lack of Reason inside of Ballyman's Boy. Waratah Bay, Shay Nu. Next, Rose and Thistle from Aquastar. Our Sophia fourth last on the outside of Trick Gold. 2 lengths to Colonial Flag and a length and a half away last past the Batten. About 20 lengths, I suppose, between first and last. Not a lot of speed on at the 1400. Top Banner and his favourite roll, a length to Glen Morriston. On the fence, Not Declared. Feeder Roy 3 deep. In the centre, Impatune, a length to Lack of Reason. Then Ballyman's Boy is travelling pretty well, a length and a half away then to Shay Nu. Waratah Bay just in front of those horses. 1 length away then to Our Sophia on the outside. Trick Gold on the fence in the centre, Aquastar. Another length and a half to Colonial Flag and back last of all past the Batten. They go past the 1,000. There's about 15 lengths, I suppose, between first and last. Top Banner led a length to Glen Morriston. Impatune in the centre with Feeder Roy trapped out 3 deep. About a length further back then to Lack of Reason. On the fence, Not Declared. Waratah Bay continues to improve with Ballyman's Boy. Our Sophia takes off. Rose and Thistle in that group of horses. A length further back then to Colonial Flag. Shay Nu well back on the turn. Trick Gold's back second last with past the Batten. They're about to enter the straight with about 400 to go. A little bit more. Top Banner's been headed off by Glen Morriston. A length away to Not Declared. Impatune coming into the picture from Feeder Roy. Further back, Ballyman's Boy hooked to the outside. Our Sophia down the extreme outside. Lack of Reason trying to bullock his way out. Glen Morriston just led from Top Banner. Lack of Reason getting into the clear from Not Declared. Impatune, and now Ballyman's Boy's finishing well. Lack of Reason's coming at Glen Morriston with Not Declared and Ballyman's Boy. Lack of Reason drawing level with Glen Morriston. Here's Ballyman's Boy, but Lack of Reason's taken the lead. He's qualified for the Caulfield Cup by winning. Maybe Our Sophia, who flashed up, will get second. Just in front of Glen Morriston, Not Declared. Further back, Ballyman's Boy, just behind them from Shay Nu, Feeder Roy. Next home, Colonial Flag with Rose and Thistle, Waratah Bay, Aquastar. Impatune not so good today. One of the last, Trick Gold, and Top Banner's knocked up to be last. Terrific finish, 2:04.8 the time. That horse had to run first or second to qualify for the Foster's Caulfield Cup, and he's run right up to that form in the Underwood, Ron, and has shown great courage. What a finish it was.
That's one of the best finishes we've seen at Flemington for a long, long time. Lack of Reason winning there. You can see Our Sophia on the outside in the yellow cap has got up, I think, possibly to run second. Ballyman's Boy is going to be close for the minor placings there, Ballyman Boy in the red. But a great run by Our Sophia, because she'll be improved more, I think, by that run than the winner.
Yes, Lack of Reason has had 4 runs, or at least 4 runs since coming to Australia, and obviously was fit and hard when he got here. And Our Sophia hasn't had quite so many starts this time.
No, she has not. But he was the weight horse of the day, having run second in the Turnbull and then come in with underweight for age today. Certainly was the logical pick in the race. Won well.
Now, number 8's got it, Lack of Reason. I fancy Our Sophia's got second, 15, and tight for third between Glen Morriston, Ballyman's Boy, and Not Declared, which was a good run. Ballyman's Boy ran a very honest race.
And Magnitude and Vari's Ace, 2 of the best to begin, going up quickly, swiftly. Roman and company with Royal Grit. Lord of Camelot very deep, then Coloured Page, Castanelli, a handy from Regal Value, Double Dandy. Then Shifnal Prince and making ground, Row of Wave from Lord Ballina, Prince Frolic. And then comes Petrus Kelly's Pool, So Tip. A further 2 lengths to Dinky Flower, Greatness second last, and 2 lengths further away is Fox Seal. The Pacer Cracker on the first corner, Vari's Ace, 2 Rising Prince going up to second. A length of Magnitude around swiftly. Roman, then Regal Value, followed by Royal Grid, Castanelia. 1 then to Coloured Page off the track, Lord of Camelot with Row of Waves, Double Dandy midfield, then Shifnal Prince, 2 to Prince Frolic inside, Lord Ballina. 1 So Tip, and then comes on the outside Petrus, a length to Kelly's Pool, followed by Greatness. Dinky Flyer second last, and Fox Seal tails the Epsom field at the 600. And Vari's Ace, a length and a half on Rising Prince. Third position, Swiftly Roman, travelling on the inside of Magnitude, a length to Castanelia, locked away from Regal Value. Royal Grid on the outside, Colour Page to the outer, Double Dandy going up on the inside. Then Lord of Camelot and Shefnal Prince, and behind them Print Frolic. Rising Print takes the lead now, coming past the 250. Magnitude after it from Vari's Ace, Swiftly Roman. Castanilla getting out behind those Royal Grid. Double Dandy is tightened up, and then Lord on the outside, Colour Page, but Magnitude has raced to the lead. Colour Page finishing on with Double Dandy, but it's Magnitude's Epsom. Magnitude from Colour Page and Rising Prince. What a finish. Then Double Dandy, Greatness, Royal Grit, Castanilla, Prince Frolic, and then Petra, Swiftly Roman, followed by Lord Ballon, Achilles Pool, Vari's Ace. At the head of the others came Dinky Flyer, Regal Value pulling up quickly ahead of Fox Seal. Then So Tip, Shifnal Prince, Row of Waves, and Lord of Camelot was Stone Motherless last.
Well, if you thought Margaret Ball was excited after Lack of Reason, I think she'll be beside herself, because she's also the trainer of Magnitude. It's been an amazing performance by her today, and that horse has come with a tremendous run in the straight to win. Magnitude from New Zealand had run third at Randwick, and he's only started in Australia this time in. A winner at Riccarton before that, and was a strong performance to hang on and win from Colour Page, who's got on come home well, and probably Rising Prince third just in front of Double Dandy, but there's nothing in it. So 8.25 and 2.45 for Magnitude. What a great training double. The Turnbull and the Epsom from Margaret Ball within about a half an hour of one another. Colour Page 2.15, and if Rising Prince got third, 2.45. The other one in the photo, Double Dandy. Bit disappointing, a couple of runners from a Caulfield Cup point of view, including Lord of Camelot. Some handicap, Magnitude 8.25 and 2.45, Colour Page 2.15, and Double Dandy did get up for third, number 11, at $1.65. The Turnbull Stakes was earlier today. Lack of Reason 2.20 and 85, a stablemate of Magnitude. Our Sophia $1, Glen Morrison 4.80. The Daily Double 14.90 for Rebecca Gay and Lack of Reason. The Quaddie 122.30. The Quinella 5.60. The Trifecta 771.95. Now their Quaddie numbers were 1, 3, 5 and 8. Now the update on the last, Toujours Mio 3.15, What a Nuisance 1.50, Mr. Jazz 1.50. So Murray Bell summed it up beautifully. What a great betting race between the two. 10.17, 44.55. The Trifecta $1,136.65. What a Nuisance is also an interesting look to be set. Cameo Favours walked up. This is the Derby start. This is where they start for the Victoria Derby. Gates crash open, and away they go. Mr. Jazz began all right from near the inside. Irish Lord showing speed in the early stages. Make Me Famous looks like coming across early. Jonah Ree showing a bit of speed with Cameo Favour. Then Brickworth, the hurdler, Cellaware. What a Nuisance a bit deep from Golden Bounty. Toujours Mio's back nearly last on the first turn. 2,200 metres to go. And about a half in front, I suppose, Make Me Famous, but Cameo Favour will take over with the red cap. A length to Irish Lord, Mr. Jazz. Wonder Jonah Ree, a length What a Nuisance, Brinkworth. Sobar's Boy, 3 wide going around them from Cellaware. Golden Bounty and last Toujours Mio. 2,000 metres to go. And Sobar's Boys come from last to take over. In second place in Cameo Favour, a half length away Irish Lord, Make Me Famous, What a Nuisance the outside. Mr. Jazz has settled well, 2 lengths away, a length and a half further back than to Jonah Ree pulling outside. Brinkworth, Cellaware third last, Golden Bounty second last, and last of all Toujours Mio. It's a good head-on shot of them at the moment. You can see Irish Lord, the widest horse, moving up with the red cap to move up alongside almost the leader, but it's about a length and a half the difference, so it doesn't look it on the screen at the moment, where Sobar's Boy leads, and second placing Irish Lord, a length and a half to Cameo Favour, Make Me Famous the fence. Wonder What a Nuisance, another length to Brinkworth, Mr. Jazz. 1.5 to Jonah Ree outside of Golden Bounty, a length Cellaware second last, and Toujours Mio with them in. Still about 10 lengths between first and last, 1,200 out. Pace steady, Sobar's Boy, a length Irish Lord, who's been up nice and handy today. A length away to Make Me Famous on the inside. On its outside is Cameo Favour. What a Nuisance has had a beautiful run. Mr. Jazz is tailing him. On the fence in front of Mr. Jazz is Brinkworth from Golden Bounty. Jonah Ree starting to improve, a length and a half to Cellaware, Toujours Mio. 900 out, Sobar's Boy, the bolter, by a length to Irish Lord. Wonder Cameo Favour, Make Me Famous. Now Highland takes What a Nuisance 3 deep. Golden Bounty 4 deep. Mr. Jazz just behind them from Brinkworth. Cellaware second last starting to improve, and Toujours Mio being taken to the outside. Up to the two.